And welcome to a special edition of Orlando Magic Pod Squad. We have a big announcement to make, and we are more than excited to share this with you. Dante Markelle, George Galante, and Markelle Fultz, the return. Markelle, we are beyond excited for you. You've put in a ton of work. Just the emotions that you're feeling right now, knowing that you're back and you're going to be on the basketball floor again.
I'm just blessed, just to be able to, one, just be where I am today after, going through an injury like this and being able to fight and just being able to be back on the court with my brothers and friends, So, one, I'm just blessed and I'm thankful for the process and journey that I've been through. And I'm very excited, just to get out there with my teammates and go out there and compete and just get back in the groove of things.
Dante, I thought you were going to ask me my emotions. I thought you were going to ask me what my emotions were.
Well, I think we all know.
I haven't been this happy in like a year. I can't even, this smile, it might be a permanent grin.
I tell you what, since January 7th of last year, fans have been asking when you're going to come back, Markelle, right? Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Like fans have been beyond excited to get you out there on the floor, right? Do you feel that support?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the love. I feel the, the energy, the excitement there. And that's what kind of been pushing me, helping me get through, and keeping me grinding every day and keeping that in the back of my mind, just knowing that who I'm doing it for, not only myself, but, for the city of Orlando and the fans out there that support not only myself, but our team. So.
How hard was it? Because I would think you'd want to, you looked good for a while now. Right?
Yeah.
To not rush this thing, to be patient. I couldn't do that. I don't have patience, but you got to be smart, right? Just kind of take us through that balance. I'm sure that part hasn't been easy.
Man, it's been really tough, especially as soon as I got on court, really, just being able to be on the court, you start to kind of get away from things. You start to forget that it's a process. But me going through injuries before, especially with my shoulder, just understanding that, not rushing things and understanding that it's a process, even though some days you might feel great, some days you might not. Just understanding your body and listening to your body. And I think that's a big adjustment that I have and an advantage I had going into this, rehab and coming back this time is just that, I knew that there isn't any rush. I have to, be patient and listen to my body. So it's been a long time coming, a long time waiting. I'm super excited just to, get on the floor.
What's that going to be like for you, Markelle, when you put the Magic uniform back on and you step out onto that floor? There has to be some emotions when that's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, it's going to be a lot, I love the game so much and I never took it for granted, but I appreciate it way differently now, and I just want to go out there and be able to, give it my all and just show people how much I appreciate the game and how much I'm thankful for how much the game has done for me and my family and how many people has helped me touch. So it's just being able to go out there and just give it my all and just have fun and be able to compete. It's nothing like it. So I think that's something that's going to show once I get back on the floor, just that passion of, how much I have fun, playing the game and how much I love it.
Well, how do you feel? You got practices under your belt.
It feels good, Dante.
Right? You got to feel good, right?
It feels good.
Does anything feel different? Anything bothering you at all? How you feeling?
Listen, I'll just say I feel a lot stronger. This time around, this injury has helped me work on a lot of things. I think this is probably the best my body has felt, in a long time. I'm talking about full body. I can feel, my muscles, I can feel myself. I'm able to identify certain things with my body, but just all around core, conditioning. I think this is, probably the best I felt coming back to, being able to play basketball.
That's fantastic. I've not worked out since you got hurt. So I've gone the other way.
On purpose. I just until he comes back, just sit right at the table and keep eating. Right. That's the way I'm going.
That's exactly right. I'm going to leave those
grind,
weights,
Dante.
Leave those weights all for you.
That's right.
Well, but now, how about on the floor? What have you been working on, and what are some of the things you know that we might expect from you when you get on the floor?
Oh man, I've just been working on everything. Just being able to use my size and advantage, in the post, being able to get to my spots where I love to kill, the mid range, working on, just going through contact, getting to the rim, trying to get free throws and stuff like that. And just playing the same game, shooting my threes off the dribble, just a little bit of everything, just a total game, but really just focusing on my kill spots and where I feel like, the coaches and myself can be effective, not in our offense and for myself, So it's been real exciting. Like, again, just being able to push myself and and get all these practices, being able to, utilize Lakeland, their organization.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing, just a great process. It's eye-opening for me just to be able to see what, some of those guys go through. But again, it's all been, helpful.
Dante,
There's a lot of terms that are new, George, but I like kill spots.
Well, I was just going to say that. Did you get a little rush? I got a little rush when I
Yes.
heard kill spots. I'm
Yeah,
this
like
can't
that.
come soon enough for me. Kill spots.
Yes, sir.
But Markelle, talk a little bit more about Lakeland, about going down there and working with those guys, and what you frankly have never seen before until going down there to work out with those guys.
Yeah, so I've always been a big fan of just the G League because I'm a basketball junkie, and I had a couple friends that played, in G League. So anytime I had a chance, of course I would go support. But being able to go down there and just practice with those guys and being able to participate with those guys and just grind with them, it's a different type of grind, when you're trying to prove yourself and you're trying to make it somewhere. So being able to do that and respect those guys and push them, hopefully, and them push me, was a great resource, and I'm thankful for it. And again, it built relationships down there, being able to support them. And I think you're seeing a lot of it with a lot of guys being called up for 10 days, and they're showing out. But again, I think that it's all like, it's a big family. So I was just, blessed for the opportunity to do that.
I was going to say that we talked to Admiral Schofield, and he was talking about just the opportunity, just to have this, even if it's a 10-day opportunity, that he's so grateful for it. Like, there's something that you see now firsthand, and that can energize the rest of the locker room too, right? Yeah,
exactly. It just, once you see somebody that's kind of close to you that does it, sometimes it makes it a little bit more believable. It makes it a little bit, makes you work a little bit more harder. So I think that's something that, a lot of guys are living right now, that's getting called up and being able to show and get that opportunity to show that what they can do.
Markelle, I had a chance to go down there and do a couple of games for Lakeland. And I don't know, George, I think you've been down there, but I don't know how to explain it, Markelle, but there's an energy you get from those guys, and it's the whole staff, it's the fans, it's everybody that's trying to make it. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, right? But is that what you're talking about? There's a feeling that kind of re-energizes you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's not that you get comfortable, but you start to get a different perspective of things. And I think that's just what it is. Those guys are hungry. They're trying to get their foot in the door. They believe they're as good and they are as good, so they're just, waiting on their opportunity and being able to show it. So being around that environment, it kind of keeps you working, kind of keeps you on your toes, and it's good to see.
Markelle,
I can't wait to see you get on the floor with the Rookie of the Year, Franz
Wagner.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, come on, talk to me about Franz from when you first laid eyes on him to what he did. 38 points the other night.
Man, Franz has been unbelievable. Just his growth, from just seeing him from being on the wing, and then from guys going down to him playing the one. You've seen him almost play every position, from point guard to almost a 5-man, and it's like, I think the thing that amazed me was, I think one time I was actually I was here doing rehab, and the guys were on the road, and I was watching the game, and they were like, the 20-year-old, and I was like, he's 20 years old.
That's right. Think about
he's
that.
20 years old, and I just kept thinking, like, this dude's gonna be an all-star, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on him, but he just continues to get better, and I'm super excited to play with him and, with the other guys, but I think that, he has a bright future ahead of him. He's a great kid. I shouldn't say kid, a great young man. And I'm super excited, but he's killing. I'm super excited for him. I think, like, he got his own moves almost, like he's doing a Euro step, and he's just only going to get better. He's going to learn how to control his body better. I'm just excited. I'm glad I have a chance to be able to play with somebody like this and be able to try to help them get better, and they help me. So
you realize we talk about you in that aspect when somebody says something about you and you go, he's only 23 years old. You're acting like you're me and you're 48, man. Like, no, you're 23 years old.
No, that's the thing. I think that's so funny because I think I was in the weight room the other day, and I was talking to Wendell, and we were talking about somebody, and I was like, yeah, I'm 23. And he was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm 23. And he thought I was 25 or something. I'm like, no, I'm not 25, man. I'm 23 years old, man. And that's what's so amazing about it. Like, we have a great group of guys that's so young, and it's like the sky's the limit, and it's just exciting to see what we're doing and putting the pieces together. And I'm super excited.
The NBA years, they age you, Markelle. Like, that's why, like, I'm really 26. I just look like I'm pushing 50. That's all.
Right.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
That's right.
Now talk about some of your other teammates. Let's talk about Cole Anthony, what you've seen from him so far. I mean, you've gotten to see these guys almost like a coach, and you're getting to learn things about their game.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Just Cole with his growth of playmaking, he's an amazing scorer. He's just very passionate basketball player. And as we've seen, the games that he's been out there healthy, he's a competitor. He's going out there playing his game. He's killing, rebounding the ball, pushing it. So I think it's just like really, really exciting. Wendell killing double doubles, Mo Bambas, playing amazing. I think that it's just like, it's been unfortunate, where everything's going on with COVID and everything like that. Right. But still, with what we have done with the guys that we had when we have them out there, I think it just shows a small sample size of what we can be. And as soon as we start to continue to believe in that and continue to put the pieces together, it's just going to take off. And I think that the best thing about it is everybody on our team is, happy to come in every day. We love working. We love, being around each other. And I think that's what's going to get us over the hump of continue to get better. I think that, again, we have a lot of young guys. So, like, we're going to get more and more experience every time we go out there. And, like, to just see this quickly, like, just the little spurts that we have is, like, it's really motivating, really pushing, and just trying to be, get everybody together. I think it's dope. We have, like, it's fun going out there to see everybody play.
Well, that's great to hear. I know when you watch the broadcast, I know that we're all big fans of yours. David Steele, Jeff Turner, myself. And one thing Jeff always says is how you coming back is going to be, we can't understand how good that's going to be for everybody else. And I've heard his reasons why. I'd love to hear from you, how you coming back, how that's going to elevate all these guys that you just talked about.
I just think with me coming back, I'm just going to be a guy that's going to, one, go out there and compete as hard as he can, bring that energy and try to get everybody else to bring that energy. But one, being a point guard, trying to be a leader out there on the floor, being able to control the pace of the game, just push the pace of the game. And then on both ends of the floor, trying to be defensively, be a great defender and get a lot of deflections and push that pace. But I think that what a lot of people underestimate and don't know, like, my passing ability. I think that these guys are going to be able to get a lot of easy stuff that they haven't seen before. And like I said, even that I haven't seen before, because I see Franz, he's a great cutter, Wendell, being able to throw somebody a lob, it's like so many different pieces that go well together. And it's like, only time can tell, being able to go out there and just get those games in with those guys, get that chemistry together. But being able to see this from the sideline, I kind of got an idea of how, a lot of our guys play. But I think it's just going to be a guy that goes out there and just brings that energy, brings that competitive nature, and just, again, just controls the pace and have fun. And I think that that's going to, continue to help our team grow and continue to help us elevate.
See, George, I don't think these guys realize the looks they're going to get with him out there. I don't think they realize how open they're going to be and the looks that they're going to get.
Do you want me to tell them? I'll go in there and tell them tomorrow if you want.
Yes. Go remind them, please.
I'll go remind them. I have no problem doing that. I have no shame. It's fine. Coach Mosley, Markelle, you haven't had to play for him yet, but I'm sure you've had a lot of interaction with him on the sidelines and the rest of the new coaching staff. How has that been for you? Have you learned anything about Coach Mose that you didn't know before? That you can share on the podcast?
He's everything that everybody's ever talked to him about him being a great person, a great coach, and even more, just being with Coach Mose, being around him. He just really cares about everybody as a person. He wants us to be, asks us how we're doing. He cares about how we're doing first, and the basketball stuff is like the easy stuff, and he pushes us on the court. So being able to be around him, his energy, as soon as he walks in the room, it just like brightens you up. You get excited, you want to work, you want to learn, you want to get better. And then just, being able to pick his mind and just see what he's thinking, just the development that he's trying to, move us on at a great rate and keeping us positive and understanding that, it's going to be ups and downs, but we have to continue to fight when we have to stand on our principles, So it's just been amazing to be around. I can't wait to get on the floor and be able to have him, coach me and be able to push me in ways that I haven't been pushed before. So, and that's like what our whole coaching staff is. It's from the top to the bottom, going down to everybody. You see everybody in there working very hard, communicating, and it's just a fun atmosphere to be around. You know, every time you come in, it's not like, you know, you're going in just thinking about like, oh man, we got another day. I'm actually, you know, and I know a lot of guys are excited to go in and be able to just vibe and have fun and be around each other.
As a game has gone on, have you been able to put your have you seen something and you go over to the staff and put your 2 cents in? And
I've seen him talk to Jamal.
I was going to say, maybe gotten us a bucket or two that we don't know about.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Maul actually gets mad because he thinks that not only myself, but a lot of the guys don't talk to him enough. So he definitely, you know, always comes by and asks, you know, what are you feeling? What do you think? And we just throw stuff at him and he takes it and it's good. And, you know, just to get feedback. And again, it's just like, we're learning as well as he is. So it's like, we're picking each other's mind. We're just trying to do what's best for each other. So I think that's another thing that's so dope about, you know, the relationship with Coach Mosley is like, he's willing to, you know, take anybody in, you know, whatever you have to talk about, whatever you have to say, anything you feel, you know, he's willing to listen to that and then work through it. So that's another dope thing.
This is our chance, George. We can get our plays in.
I've had it drawn up in my pocket for like 20-something years. I'm ready.
There we go.
I'm going to give it to Markelle to just throw it in there. Just put it.
There we go.
I should have done that at the beginning of the year.
I like it. Markelle, one of the worst takes that I heard after the draft was the Magic get Jalen Suggs. How are Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, and Markelle Fultz going to play together?
Yeah.
I think it's going to work just fine. Will you please explain to everybody how that trio is going to be just fine and how you complement each other?
Because we're all amazing basketball players. And at the end of the day, this game is basketball. So just like you can go to the rec and pick up 5 people and play basketball, you know, it's like we all fit each other, though. We all, you know, understand the game of basketball. We're all out there trying to play to win. So I feel like, you know, being able to have 2 guards out there that can both push the ball, both rebound the ball, both defend at a high level is just amazing. And again, I think it's something that a lot of people are going to see. And it's going to, like I said in the beginning of the year, but it's going to shock a lot of people. And I think that that's something that's been being done all year round. Although the wins might not show, but they're going to start adding up very soon. And I think that it's just all about the work and the process. And I think that, you know, we all put it in the work. We all, you know, believe in the process, and it's going to start to show.
Is that part of Coach Mosley too? Like losing's hard, Markelle. You got, you know, so and some of these guys, you know, it was the same for you when you got to the NBA, and now these young guys coming in, they have not lost like this before.
Yeah.
How do you keep everybody motivated and upbeat and continue to go after the things you just mentioned?
Again, I think the biggest thing about it is we stand on our principles and we understand that it's a process. You know, we're young. We know that, you know, we're going to make mistakes, but if we go out there and do what we're supposed to do, I think that we give ourselves a good chance every night. And I think that that's the biggest thing now is that we're learning from our mistakes. A lot of the times we're, you know, kind of beating ourselves, you know, with turnovers and other things like that. So it's just all about getting better each and every day, taking it one day at a time. I think that's something that Coach Mose, again, preaches a lot, is just focusing on this day and making sure that we, you know, believe in ourselves and understand that the work that we put in is going to show. So I think that's really how it goes. You know, we learn from our mistakes and the good things we keep adding on.
All right,
Markelle, I got it. Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Dante.
I'm going to say, if I have a bad day at work, okay, and it happens for me often, I can be bad quite often, but if I have a bad day, I come home and I see my daughters, they're looking at me.
Yes.
You've got a son and now a daughter. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. I think it's great. If you have a rough rehab day or anything gets frustrating, how much does that change the second you walk in the door and see those two? What do those two mean to you?
Oh, they mean so much. It's like almost everything goes out the window once I see them. You know, it's like I'm just focused on them and they just put a smile on my face. And it just is amazing to see how much joy that, you know, you can bring to a person when they see you. And just being able to see the smile that they have on their face when they see me and the love they have is just like, it's amazing. And it's a different type of love, you know, it's unexplainable. I'm blessed to be able to have, you know, a healthy boy and a healthy, you know, baby girl right now. So I'm just taking that all in, and I understand that's who I do it for as well. So being a great, you know, role model for them is good.
Yeah, but the zone defense is over now, Kel.
That's right.
You got to go man to man now. It's hard. Listen, then when you're outnumbered, that's when things get. Dante doesn't know anything about that. Neither do you.
That's true. That's true.
Oof.
Yes.
Anyway,
I think I'm okay. I think I got a boy and a girl, I got 2 dogs.
You're okay.
I'm good.
But there's something about it. There's something about a daughter, and I bet 2 weeks old when Christmas rolled around. I bet you bought her everything. She's 2 weeks. I bet she had no idea what she was eating.
Man,
you had to fight yourself back from buying her things for Christmas.
Man, I had to tell myself that right after I seen her come out, and I held her, and I was just smiling the whole time. I don't even know what I was smiling and staring at. My cheeks were really hurting from like just smiling. And I told, my mom, I told, my lady, I told my son, I just said, I'm sorry already. I just told everybody I'm sorry. She got me. She got my heart. I fell in love again, So,
that's right.
if you see me walk around with nail polish on, makeup, anything like that for my daughter, I don't care. It's anything she wants.
We've both done it. So it's
exactly right.
If you need some princess dresses, I got them in the closet here.
Appreciate that.
I
Appreciate
them
that.
down for sure.
Appreciate that.
And now I don't know if I've seen as proud a grandma as Ebony.
Yes.
I don't know if I mean, every time, and it's great to see your mom at the games and around the facility.
Yes.
I know she means the world to you, but
yes,
she's pretty proud of those two, isn't she?
She's kind of like, let me say one thing. She loves them so much, but she's filling my house up with so many gifts for them. I'm like, Mom, you got to put these in your house. She's trying to get them drums, man. She's taking care of her. I'm like, yo, this is totally different than how I got everything coming up. So, but she's amazing. She cares so much. She's just an amazing woman. She's raised me and she's helped me become who I come, and I'm just blessed enough to to be able to give her grandchildren. So she's loving it. She's loving it for sure.
When you step on the court, exactly. When you step on the court, is that like the vision you're going to see in the back of your head, your mom, your kid? Like, what's going to go through your mind when you take that first step on the court?
Yeah, I got a lot I play for. It's one I play for, God, and being blessed enough for the abilities that I have, but my family, which includes my kids, my mom, my lady, my sister, and then the jersey, the name on the front of my jersey, Orlando, and the city and the fans. Last but not least, I'm going out there to have fun, just because my love that I have for the game, and that's like my picture right there. And then it's just trying to kill my opponent. That's it.
Oh, I love it.
That's it.
I love it.
That's
Get
it.
to the kill spots,
Yeah,
Dante. Hashtag kill spots.
Get to the kill spots. Well, I think there's fans are starting to rumble, and there's some things out there too that fully healthy. At some point, Jonathan Isaac comes into the mix too, right? Right. So we don't know how many, is it a half a season, quarter of season, whatever that time is. Just explain to us what this team is going to look like and what they're capable of.
I can't tell you what we're going to look like, because I'm honestly it's going to be scary. It's like, it's crazy to imagine just when everybody's together, how we're going to, I'll just say this defensively, we're going to have a very long and athletic group out there, and offensively it's going to have a group that can do the same thing. Anybody can score, anybody can bring it up, anybody can push, interchangeable, and we're just going to compete at a high level. And I think that's like the most amazing thing about it, is just that the competitive nature that we all have, and being able to go out there and compete and complement each other is going to be like, it's fun to watch. I think it's going to be good basketball to watch, and just being able to be young guys doing it. We have some vets there too. Shout out to our vets, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
I can look at number 20, Dante, and I can look at you and look and say, he's only 23. He's only 23.
Right. Exactly right. He's going to be doing this for a long, long time.
Right.
Hey, we didn't touch on Wendell, but you mentioned him a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, again, 22, right? I mean,
this
might be almost 23. I mean, I feel like he's made big strides too, Markelle. He's shooting the 3 now, and he's such a rock defensively. How will you guys complement each other?
Man, me and Wendell, I'm super excited to play with Wendell, and I think that I've been watching Wendell play for a long time, since he was in AAU, and I just used to go in the gym and watch him play on the circuit sometimes in between games, and he's super talented. I think that, at times he doesn't even understand how talented and gifted he is. And again, like you said, he's been able to show people, what he's been able to do, being able to shoot the 3 ball at a high clip, but I don't even think he's showed people his dominance on the post yet. And I think that's one thing that, I'll be able to bring out of him, but also his pick and roll. And like you said, defensively, him being able to guard multiple positions from guards to bigs, it's just like, it's amazing. You know, I think he does a lot of things sometimes, and it's like you don't realize how powerful in his size and the way he's able to move. And, super excited just to be able to go out there and be able to push him, and him to be able to just have the compliments again of my passing ability and being able to get him the ball that I think that he really hasn't really experienced yet. Again, it's going to take time to get used to, just both of us. But I think that as soon as that chemistry goes, it's going to be something that's fun to watch for years and years to come.
Well, I love that. That's the theme. Fun to watch for years to come. We can't wait to get you out there. You'll be hard pressed to find anybody more excited than we are, except for maybe my daughter, Markelle.
Oh, yes, I love that so much.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yes.
This was she wrote my whole script. Was that awesome? You're her favorite player.
Yes.
Yeah, you're her favorite player. She can't wait to get you out there.
I actually have something for her. I have to give to you for her. So
for sure. That's cool.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
Cool. Yes. Well, thank you for allowing us to break this news. Thanks for sharing it with us. And,
is there something you want to say to the fans that are coming to the arena or they're going to watch you on TV? Is there something you want to say other than I'm back?
Yeah, exactly. I would just like to say thank you for, all the long support and love and being anxious and wanting me to come back soon and fast. And it's just going to be fun. I appreciate you guys. And I just ask for the continued support through the season, not only for myself, but my teammates. And just be patient and you'll have fun and you'll appreciate us. And thank you.
And,
you like that it's
and
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome back, Markelle. Appreciate it. It's great to talk
much.
to you. And let's have some fun here down the stretch.
Thank you.
You got it. That'll do it. Magic Pod Squad. We'll
yes,
see you next time.
sir.